Order! Order! Once again, Mr. Craeus, this proceeding is not an interrogation, but you are obligated to respond to the questions put forth to you by this tribunal. Now, please give a full account of your unsanctioned actions proceeding from October 1st, 1920 onward, following the 10th storm. You are reminded that your testimony must be complete, truthful, and without omission. Our time is limited.
Understood, Your Honor. On October 1st, 1920, I issued an unsanctioned order to Sergeant Yermolai, a member of my squad, directing him to carry out a mission on the Western Front in Europe. In addition, during my tenure as head of security in the Safe Zone, I instituted a frontline contingency plan without prior authorization from the Joint Committee. Following that, I took advantage of the policy approved by the committee in December, the resolution on the expansion of admitted persons, and issued admission licenses far exceeding my allowance under the regulations.
Then you admit to acting beyond the regulations of this policy in order to distribute these licenses, most of which were issued to military-related individuals. Would you care to explain why?
I believed the Foundation would need them.
Elucidate, please.
All this time, the Foundation has been sheltering only a small number of core personnel from each era. We've had to rebuild our ranks from the top down after every storm. I don't doubt we had our reasons. We sheltered only the best of the best. After all, a farmer sets aside their most productive seeds to survive a coming flood. But we're fighting a war out there. I hardly think there's any need to elucidate how this policy has kept us on the back foot. We're scrambling.
Irrespective of our shortages, you can't possibly claim these people you've taken in are fitting candidates. They aren't qualified specialists. They're soldiers. The only reason they're fighting for us is to protect themselves from Manus Vindictae. How do you intend to ensure their continued cooperation after the storm takes us to a different era?
We tell them what they're fighting for. Every man and woman that fought in those trenches has already come to terms with the idea that they may never see their home again. All for the sake of a senseless war without any hope of an end. What better qualifications could we ask for?
Would you state that as a matter of fact, or as your opinion?
I speak from my own experience, Your Honor. Every one of us here has been snatched from our eras. We've all lost homes and loved ones to the storm. But the Foundation saved us and gave us a reason to fight. Not for vengeance, but for the future itself. We are the lucky few who benefited from the Foundation's old policy. I only aim to give that chance to more people. Expanding our numbers will not change our goals. We can save more people, and I believe we must. Besides that, the truth of the storm will help persuade them, to say nothing of Manus Vindictae. Just think about how many they've already driven to our side.
You've made your point. Now, let's turn to the matter of your use of tracking serum on a member of your squad. First, please provide a factual account of the events.
I'll be keeping tabs on her from now on, Marcia. Even got a tracking serum. Craeus' order.
Tracking serum? I won't run again. Trust me, I swear.
Mandrake extract taking effect. Subject calmed. Don't sweat it. Her vitals are fine. Give us the room, will you? We don't need any help with the injection.
Is there something wrong, Meryl? I'm fine. Let's go, Miss Timekeeper. Please, call me Vertin. Yes, Miss Vertin. Just Vertin is fine. Oh, right. Vertin. Ward 1119. This way. Masha, are you in there? It's me, Meryl, and Vertin's with me too.
Meryl? Please, come on in.
It's good to see you again, Masha. Oh, you're looking much better.
The doctor says I only look so rosy-cheeked because my hair is red. I'm not even allowed to stand up. And I was given strict instructions not to use my arcane skills. I wish I could at least get out of this bed. But I understand that would probably just make me a pain in the neck for the doctor.
Best just to stay where you are then. How are you really feeling though? Inside, I mean.
I believe I fully recovered. The last of the fear I accumulated during Karung surgery was released 3 days ago. But Miss Mesmer is afraid that it might have a long-term effect on my mental state. So she has asked me to stay a while longer for observation.
We brought you some snacks, but security sees them at the door. Apparently, visitors aren't allowed to bring food. But they did let me keep this.
A bird? How cute. What species is it? I don't think I've seen such a bird before.
I saw it in the Arcane Creature Keeper's travelogue. It didn't mention the species, though. Actually, I think it said that even the author hadn't seen it. The picture was just a rough reconstruction, so I improvised a few bits.
Reconstruction? Are they extinct?
Apparently. No one's seen one for over 40 years, so it seems like they're gone for good. What a shame. I hope there are some left out there. I bet the real version's even cuter. I made it from some old bits and bobs I left at headquarters. One of them was a blueprint I drew during a maths lesson. It was supposed to be a flying model powered by arcane skills, but that was a bit beyond my ability at the time. But since my arcane skills have improved, I decided to give it another shot. I retooled the design, added a few new ideas, and ta-da! Go on, see what it can do.
It's amazingly lifelike. The arcane skill you cast on it must be sophisticated.
Thank you, Meryl. I'll treasure it as if it were a sacred relic. Somehow, the way it moves reminds me of you.
I gave it all the healing incantations I could think of. Not sure if any of them actually work, though. Anyway, I thought it might keep you company while we're away. Burton and I have been assigned a mission at the SPDM. We'll need to go in a minute.
Huh? They're sending both Team Timekeeper and the 12 Squad to the SPDM?
No. Not the 12 Squad. I've been seconded to Team Timekeeper for the mission.
The SPDM has taken in a large number of Storm Orphans in the last few months, and they're preparing for next term's opening ceremony. With our shortages in manpower, they've been recalling any available alumni to assist, including Meryl and me.
I see. I'm sure you'll do well this time.
Of course. I'll try my best.
How is Commander Kreas? Paravian mentioned that the committee has brought him to court.
I'm sure it isn't anything too serious. I believe the committee only wants to collect as much intelligence as possible before the next storm.
Yeah, that's why the squad members have all been reassigned. I asked Paravian and Yermalai to come visit you with us, but they were tied up. Looks like we'll have to wait till the storm ends before we reunite.
The storm. Then the end of this era is coming.
Yes, but don't worry. The Foundation has already begun recalling its staff, and you'll be safe here.
The doctor said that as long as I stay in the rehab center, I won't feel a thing when it happens. But it's my first time braving the storm. Commander Kreas walked me through what to expect. He told me I would get used to it. You've each been through it many times now, right? Have you gotten used to it?
No one ever really gets used to it, do they, Burton?
I still haven't.
It's almost time. Shall we set off early?
Sorry, I can't. I just received a message. There's something I need to handle back at headquarters before I go.
Should I wait for you then?
No need. Just go and find Matilda at the ceremony hall. She'll tell you what to do before I arrive.
Matilda? You mean Matilda Boaniche, our old monitor assistant?
Yes. She's an investigator now. A star investigator. She'll insist. She'll also be helping out.
Got it. I hope the school shuttle's still running. I haven't been back since I graduated.
Take it as a good chance to revisit then. Sonetta and I will join you soon.